Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jennie will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome back to another episode of Badass Direct Sales Mastery. I'm your host, your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger, helping you whip your business into shape. Today's episode is called Your Business GPS. Now, I know almost everybody has used a GPS app. Good golly, in the last 5 years, I've probably been using them myself since I first found out they were an option. Because back in the day when I first started my direct sales business, I was using, do you guys remember MapQuest? I'd print out, I would stick in 2 pieces of information, which is still the case. Every GPS app and even MapQuest back in the day, you needed 2 pieces of information in order to figure out how you were, what you were going to use the thing. Man, isn't it great to know you don't have to be perfect to be a podcaster? Anyway, you need 2 pieces of information. First of all, where are you starting from? Where is the beginning point? And the second piece of information is, where do you want to end up? Where are you going? This is still true today. For a GPS app to work, it's got to know where you're starting and it's got to know where you want to go. Now, this is really important to focus on just getting started on this in your own business, because a lot of people in business generally kind of know where they are. And this is coming up because I literally just went through a business planning session with my coach yesterday, the day before I recorded this. And even I had some moments in going through this with my own business coach where I realized, I wasn't where I thought I was. And this goes in both directions, right? I wasn't where I thought I was. I was ahead of the game in some areas and I was behind the 8 ball in others. And so that made me really realize, hey, I'm not where I thought I was. So now, after having worked with her on that all-day business planning retreat, I now know exactly where I am, right? But the other thing is, and this is something that I've been very good at from the get-go, which is, where is my business going? I have an extremely clear picture about where my business is going. And so what I want to ask you is, do you know exactly where you are in your business? Do you know exactly where you are right now in this moment? Can you describe it to a business coach? Can you describe it to someone else who's not in your business, exactly where you are in your business? And secondly, where are you going? Because if you don't know where you're going and your GPS says, okay, cool, you are here at 123 Main Street, where do you want to go? And you're like, I don't know, I just want to go somewhere. The app is not going to tell you where to go. It's not going to give you any direction of where to go. So this really fits in with a lot of what I do with my clients as well, because when my new clients come on with me, they get 2 appointments, and every one of my clients gets these 2 appointments, whether they're in a group program or they are a private one-on-one coaching client. All of them start with these same 2 appointments. One of them is the deeper than disc, because this tells me where they are right now. Who are they right now? And we have a conversation during all of that about where their business is. The second appointment that we do is a vision casting session where we go through and we figure out exactly where they want to go. Because as a coach, as the business GPS for my client, I can't take them where they want to go if I don't know where they're going. And frankly, there's a lot of times when we spend some time during that vision casting session figuring out where they want to go because they haven't really thought about it. Most of my clients kind of have a vague idea. Well, I want to end up, more successful. Well, what's more successful? If you sell one more dollar than you did the month before, that's technically selling more, right? But that's not where most people want to be, is selling one more dollar of product every month. They would like to do a little bit more than that, right? So we come up with that piece of information to figure out where they're going, because then that helps me calculate the ways to get there, to figure out what are all of our different options. And that takes me to the next piece of this, because one of the things that I've realized is some of my clients need to see all three of the routes that are possible to get them where they want to go. They need to see the big picture, and we create some very specific plans to get there that they want to see the whole thing of. And the way I figured this out, and I ask this question now all the time. So when you pull up your GPS app and it figures out where you are and you're telling it where you want to go, how much time do you spend looking at the three routes? Do you sit there and look at all three of them and go, oh, I like this route better than that route? Or do you just click the go now button, right? I tend to be more of the, I don't care what route you take me on, just get me where I'm going. And so I click that because I just want to take the first step. I want to get going. But some people need to look at all three routes and figure out which one feels most comfortable for them. They don't need to know the next step yet because they want to see the whole big picture. So knowing that about yourself is really important, because that can help you figure out how much time you need to spend planning and how much time you need to spend implementing, because some people need lots of the planning, and then that way the implementation is a little bit quicker. And others of us go, I don't care what the plan is. Just give me the next step. Boom, I'll take it. Boom, I'll take it. Boom, I'll take it, right? Turn right here. Turn left there. Drive straight for this many miles. Tell me where to go next. I'll do it, right? Knowing those things are super important for your business. Another thing to know about yourself in regards to the business GPS is how quickly can you pivot? If something happens, do you know how to change your plan so that you can pivot, so that you can recalculate, as we all know in GPS terms? How quickly can you recalculate to your next plan? And it's really important when you've got a GPS telling you that it can move and think quickly, looking at satellite data, looking at upcoming roads. Oh, shoot, we didn't know there was construction here, or maybe there's an accident. So it's going to recalculate to send you another route to take you around the accident, right? Another thing I want you to think about is, do you share your GPS journey with others? Did you know that many of the apps for GPS now have a share your journey feature? So you can share the drive with others to let them know when you're going to arrive. And this is super important, super, super important, because what this does is when you share the journey with others, it holds you accountable. They know that you are indeed on your way. And by having that deadline now, and by sharing it, it will update them as you go along. So who are you sharing your journey with? If you're not sharing it with anyone, surprise, surprise, you've got no accountability. Of course, you're going to find it difficult to get where you're going. What other features in your GPS app are you using? Right? And how does this connect to your business? So, for example, my preferred GPS app at the time that I'm recording this is Waze, Waze. I love it. The reason I love it is because it connects to my Google Calendar, and it takes a look. And if I have a location in for an event, it tells me 10 minutes before I need to leave where I am, because it looks at where I am located right now, and it says, "Oh, okay, you're at home. You need to go to downtown St. Louis later today. So you need to leave if you want to get there at 4 o'clock, or if you want to get there 3:30, you're going to need to leave at 3 o'clock." It tells me when I need to go. This is so helpful. So being able to utilize that piece of information, because I've connected my app to other things, it's able to then give me more accurate information, letting me know when I need to leave in order to get there on time. Are you playing music on your journey? Are you having fun? Right? Or have you connected it to your audio book app, whatever one you use, whether it's audiobooks.com, Audible, Scribd, whatever it's called, I don't know. Are you listening to things along the way? Do you have it playing podcasts for you? Do you have it playing music? Are you making your journey more fun? Did you change the voice of your Waze app, of your Apple? I don't know if you can with the Apple Maps, but I know with Waze you can change the voice. Have fun with it. Who's in charge? Who's telling you where to go in your business? Make it fun, right? Like, play around in your business and make sure that you're having fun. Do you have have you saved all your favorite addresses? Right? Are you using that piece, that feature in your GPS? Are you going through and making sure that you have all of the things that you do over and over and over again set up as a template or a process? Right? Because I know the places that I go to very regularly are in my saved address and they have a name. So all I have to do when I'm searching where I need to go is I just type it in. This saves me time because then I don't have to try to remember, what's that address of my friend's house again? What's the address of that location where we have events all the time? I already know. Are you utilizing the Plan a Drive feature in your GPS? Meaning, every once in a while, the connection between the Plan a Drive and coaching, for example, is, are you utilizing pop-up coaching when you're like, ooh, I'm a little stuck right now. I could utilize some help planning something out in advance. My clients regularly do this. They reach out to me between sessions and say, hey, something just came up. I need your help. For those of you who aren't clients, I have pop-up coaching. I can help you plan a drive. I can help you plan a thing. Pop-up coaching is an option. Link is in the episode notes. Have you made the app your own? Have you gone in and customized it and personalized it so that the app fits you? My Waze app, I can go in and tell it whether or not to alert me whether or not I'm speeding. I don't have that feature turned on. I speed. I'm just going to be honest. If you're a cop, please be nice. Right? You can tell it whether to keep the map with north facing up. So that way the map doesn't turn. It's always north. So that way you know. I don't have that feature turned on because I want to know if I'm driving east, am I turning right or left? That's not going to help me if it's facing north and I'm driving east. It's going to look weird. I might turn the wrong way. But there are so many different things you can personalize and customize in the app, and the same is true for your business. How are you customizing and personalizing this business to you? Because your biggest competition is not the person who sells the same product as you in another company. Your biggest competition are the other people who sell the same product from the same company as you do, because most of your friends, most of the people in the world probably know someone else who sells what you do. So why you? How have you made this business your own. And so what I do with my clients as I'm going through is I'm working with them on figuring out where are they right now? Where do they want to go? Are they big picture people or do they need the step by step? When life happens, I can help them recalculate the direction that they are going in. They are sharing their journey with me so that I can see what's going on with them in between our sessions. We're keeping in touch with each other. We're sharing information, wins. We're sharing, oh my gosh, I just had this thing happen and I'm kind of feeling down about it. I walk them through that. I'm helping them make their journey more fun, helping them personalize and customize their business. And so if you want to check out what it's like to work with somebody who's the business GPS for you, I'd love to have a conversation with you. If this is something that works for you, now hopefully just hearing some of this information was enough to get you started and get some wheels turning for you. If you don't want to reach out to me, that's okay. But if you're like, I wonder what that could be like, because you are a member of the Badass crew listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery podcast, I'd like to offer you a complimentary coaching session. All you have to do is go to talkwithjennieb.com. That's talk with Jennie, JENNIE.com, and book a time. I'd love to have a conversation with you to figure out whether or not we could work together, whether or not I'm the right GPS app for you, because I'm not for everybody and everybody's not for me. But if you've been listening this long, there's a really good chance that you think I could help you. So go to the episode notes, click on the little link there that says talkwithjennieb.com, or go into your browser of choice, type it in, and book a time with me. Let's have a quick conversation and see if we're a fit. If not, that's okay. You will walk away with, everybody who does a complimentary coaching session with me gets 30 minutes focused 100% on them, their business, and their goals. So for 30 minutes, I focus on you, your business, and your goals. At the end of the 30 minutes, everybody walks away with either one actionable step, something that they can go do, or an aha moment, a light bulb moment, a better understanding of where they are and where they want to go. And that is incredibly valuable. I mean, that's why at this point, I've literally paid probably 6 figures in coaching dollars for my coaches to help me get my business to where I am today. Knowing that clarity is invaluable because it helps making the next step so much easier. So check it out, book a time, and if not, at least now you know, take your business through your own GPS system. Figure out, where am I? Where am I going? What do I need to focus on? Am I a big picture person? Am I a step-by-step person? How quickly can I recalculate my journey? Who am I sharing this journey with? And how do I really make this journey more fun and customized and personalized? Thanks again for listening. And you know how this goes. Stay tuned because there's another badass episode on its way.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.